Hey everybody, welcome back. David Eon down in the toy room, the toy museum, the toy collection, however you want to call it, open by chance. And I did a tour video like last week. And that one is significant because everything is about to change. Everything's going to be swapped around here. So if you haven't seen that tour video, check it out, and I'll put a link to it at the end of the video. As things will change forever, as alluded to. But today in particular, I wanted to focus on LPH's Vintage Masters of the Universe collection, Mattel 1980s Masters collection, of which I think she has 47 original carded figures and, 17 vehicles and playsets. Sealed. Oh, there's a couple that have a flap open, I think, on the vehicles, but it's actually a really stellar collection. And I wanted to take a moment to get some close-up looks at them. The original He-Man. There he is. The original He-Man on the card. Card's a little bit rough. And then the Battle Armor He-Man. New from Mattel. Orko. Heroic Court Magician. And indeed he was. There was only a couple of characters from the cartoon that were useful, honestly. Even Battle Cat wasn't very useful. Even Man-at-Arms wasn't very useful. And if you read the comic, Man-at-Arms was like Dr. Frankenstein. Guy was scary. Experimented on people. Seriously, check it out. Orko and Ram Man are the two that were the most useful in the original Filmation cartoon. Look at that, Murphy's $3.97 on the price tag there. Teela, who LPH never liked Teela. Big mouth, busybody, Teela. All the other characters on the show, He-Man always found busy work for him. Found something for him to do and sent him away. Ram Man and Orko were the only two that were really useful, and Battle Cat just kind of sat there and growled. Extendar. And look at the condition on the card on that one. I gave her this one. But a lot of her carded examples are really stellar examples. I mean, that's case fresh. Roboto, another really nice example. Cyclone, who He-Man did really, really wrong in 200X. LPH has a lot of 200X and Matty Club figures as well. They're not really on display right now though. And Super 7. She got a bunch of Super 7. Moss Man. I bet he doesn't smell the same anymore. I bet the odor is gone for Moss Man. And then Snout Spout, another really nice carded example of Snout Spout. Unpunched and all. Macho Man-at-Arms from Retro Sketch. And I pointed this out in the tour video. Retro Sketch was doing this before Mattel was doing the crossovers. It is a custom though, as are these. They're actually Mexican bootleg figures that were given to my wife by Rollo from Masters Maniac Mexico. And she had custom cards made for them. And these three are also customs. And these were done by Joe Slynn out of the UK. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, you can find him on Facebook. But back to vintage. Gwildor from the movie, to be featured in the He-Man movie. Played by Billy Barty. Look at that Hills price tag, $448 marked down to $285 it looks like. Clamp Champ. Rio Blast. With a Lionel, is that $497 price tag? Stondar and Rock On, the Comet Warriors. They're Rock Lords. This is a ripoff of Tonka Rock Lords. I'll show you if you haven't seen that. There's some Tonka Rock Lords. Fisto, who turned out to be Tila's father in 200X. That's right, big reveal. Love him and leave him, Fisto. Oh no. Battle Armor Skeletor, because if He-Man's got battle armor, Skeletor may as well have it too. And sorry for any glare on these clamshells. Naturally, she keeps them all in clamshells because she doesn't want anything bad to happen to the packaging if something were to fall. Dragon Blaster Skeletor. And this one probably has the worst card of any figure that she has. And it was much worse. This was actually rolled up, and I pressed it for her to get it as flat as possible. It's still sealed, though. Still sealed, though. I don't recall seeing this in the cartoon. Evil Lyn. Evil Lyn. And then Beast Man. A nice carded example of Beast Man there. With a Big Jim whip back there. Trapjaw. And this is a secret compartment ring variant. Merman, another really nice carded example of a figure here. Most of them are pretty good. Most of them are pretty nice, actually. And then Triclops, another secret compartment ring variant. And those do still glow, by the way. Look at that Oscos $619. They always were freaking expensive. Stinkar. Evil Master of Odors. Yeah, you gotta love it. Stinkar. Seriously. Evil Master of Odors. Spikor. Another really, really nice carded example there. And then Clawful. Cobra Khan. Evil Master of Snakes. And Webstore. Not Webster. Webstore. Who many children ruined by screwing with that string one too many times. As we continue to move down here. Dragstore. Some of the overly simplified names that they came up. It's the Evil Knievel of the Evil Horde. And then Grizzlor. Look at that final markdown. $2 on clearance. Nobody wanted poor Grizzlor here. And his blister is shaped kind of like a coffin. Horde Trooper. That's another really nice carded example. Mantenna. And I don't know which one this is, because there's a variant on the switch on the back of Mantenna. And I don't know which one this is, and it's really hard to see. But my understanding is this is the harder version to find. Leech. This was a neat figure because you could stick him to things. And you see there's a dent on that clamshell. That's why she puts them in those, in case something falls. I mean, she found great deals on a lot of these, and some of these were gifts, things I gave her. But it's expensive. Hurricane Hordak. The original price tag there, $4.88. Wish I could still find these at this price. Shadow Weaver, what the hell is she doing there? That's a Super 7 figure. Oh, we got one out of order. It's alright. Nothing against Super 7 there. Hordak, the evil Hordak. $3, oh, excuse me, £3.49. So this one made it here from the UK. Too bad. I love how the figure's designed with spring-loaded arms so that the figure can punch itself. They can hit each other in the face. Blade, also from the Masters of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren. Whiplash. And Jitsu. Because if you have Fisto, you may as well have Jitsu. Uh-oh. Bumped into things. And then down here we got King Hiss. That's a really, really nice carded example of King Hiss. I can't get too low because something's in front of it. There's a record player sitting in front of King Hiss there. But that's a really nice carded example. Real clean. As well as this tongue lasher. And she has two carded tongue lashers because one is a variant. They have two different comic books and two different card backs, as you can see here. This is the one that says new. And she also has two carded variants of Ratlore for the same reason. Different. Oh, the comic is the same. The card's different for sure. And then squeeze there on the end. And I think that's a recard, actually, on the squeeze. And then the vehicle sets, vehicles and animals and such. Battle Bones, really, really nice box on that one. It's a little crinkled on the bottom, but it's still sealed. And then my personal favorite, Battle Armor Skeletor with Panther, Toy Plus price tag $11.99. Man, these are tough to find now, these 2-packs. Uh-oh. Turned the light on by accident. There we go. Dragon Walker. I remember them showing this in the Filmation show, and it was slow as hell, even on the show. They couldn't even make it look like it was fast. It's like useless. Love the artwork on all of this stuff too, by the way. Stridor. I think the Stridor and the Night Stalker are the first two vintage Mattel pieces, or He-Man pieces, I ever gave her. Night Stalker's right down here. I had these two. There's a Walmart price tag, $7.34. I had these two, and when I found out she was really into the Masters of the Universe, I gave her these. Battle Cat. Original price tag, $5.97 from Child World. Oh, where are we? Panther. Murphy's, $6.77. Land Shark. She's got an elastic on it because the flap keeps falling forward. It's sealed, but you know, it's seen better days, which you often see with a lot of these. Zor. Road Ripper. It's not been removed, but the flap popped open. Screech. Laser Bolt. I don't remember seeing this in the Filmation show. Slime Pit. Flap is open, but the contents are untouched. The Stilt Stalkers. Some weird accessory. I never saw that in the show either. Roton. That's actually a pretty cool toy, Roton. Because it spins around and you can trip people. Or trip action figures anyway. Point Dread. 3 toys in one. Because yes, it does attach to the top of Castle Grayskull. And then the Fright Zone, which is open. The hand puppet, however, is in really, really excellent condition. And I do believe that is all of her vintage carded and boxed Masters of the Universe. And again, she does have other pieces, like you see some Matty Club stuff down there and a few of the modern vehicles. She has a bit of this and a bit of that. But primarily, her interest lies in the vintage. And it's harder now. I mean, like I said, a bunch of these I gave to her. And a lot of the other ones she found great deals on. Like, you'd be shocked how cheap. But where she's at with it now, some of the pieces that she's missing are so insanely expensive that it's discouraging to even look. You know, like King Randor or Scareglow, stuff like that. I don't think she has Ram Man. Yeah, she still doesn't have Ram Man either. But it just gets more and more expensive. I'm sure some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. And she's just like, ugh, I think I just need to hang it up for a while. And I really don't think she's looked for anything Vintage Masters for quite a while because of that. Because of how insanely expensive some of it is. But anyway, thoughts? Are you a classic Masters of the Universe collector? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed that. If you are new to the channel, please join us. Like, share, subscribe, check out some of our other content. And if that is it, then what more can I say? But thanks for watching. And we will see you again soon.